How many of you know the purpose of the Lantern Corps? Only a few of you. That's what I guessed. Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from Legacy Comics, and today we will be looking into the purpose of the Lantern Corps, and what makes each color and branch of the Lantern Corps special. Before the video gets started, if you want me to make a video of anything, leave it down in the comments below. Now let's get on with the video. Let's start things off with the Red Lanterns. The color of rage. Red is easily the most chaotic part of the emotional spectrum. They are led by Atrocitus, who is one of the only 5 survivors of Sector 666. This sector was massacred by the Guardian's robots due to a programming error. When a person joins the Red Lantern Corps, their blood is turned into rage energy from the red power battery. Because of rage energy, they are generally turned into creatures of instinct. They can make rage-based constructs with their rings, along with other abilities like rage plasma. And out of their mouths, they can have projectile weapons that act as napalm or acid and can convert others to red lanterns via rage infection. The next one on the list is orange lanterns. The orange light only has one wielder, the ageless thief Larfleeze. Larfleeze and the orange power battery are really just Gollum in the One Ring, except lanterns. He jealously guards his precious treasure, living in complete isolation, with the assumption that anyone that he encounters is out to steal the orange light from him. The orange lanterns have many powers that are very helpful in combat. His powers include orange lantern constructs, much like the last 2 lantern colors. An orange lantern can create any particular item or construct that they can imagine as long as they have the desires necessary to conjure it into existence, as well as force fields, energy absorption, identity usurpation, and coolest of all, orange lanterns can create avatars of beings they have killed. Let's continue with the color yellow. Yellow is the color of fear. Yellow lanterns have been a major part of the Green Lantern mythos. It is also known as the Sinestro Corps. It's a rather small branch in comparison to the rest of the Lantern Corps, and its members are chosen from those who can instill fear and then are proceeded to be given the Yellow Power Ring. The Yellow Power Ring gives the user a crap ton of powers, including and not limited to force fields, energy constructs, phasing, invisibility, light refraction, energy absorption, time travel, wormholes, flight, and the ability to instill fear into their opponents. They do this, and their opponents' fears can be laid bare by delving into their minds. Well, that's basically all for the Yellow Lanterns, but next let's move on to the Green Lanterns. Willpower. The role of a Green Lantern in all of this is hopefully fairly obvious at this point. One thing that might be worth keeping in mind is the fact that willpower isn't technically an emotion. The Guardians of the Universe very explicitly state that emotions are useless, and they abandoned emotions billions of years ago. The recent actions of all of the Lantern Corps have only driven the Guardians further down the path of senseless devotion to supposedly logical principles. It makes sense why they are considered the galactic police force. Green Lanterns share many of the same powers as the other corps. They are relatively close to Yellow Lanterns and have force fields, energy constructs, they can phase, they have invisibility, light refraction, energy absorption, time travel, wormholes, flight, electromagnetic scanning, material and mind alteration, pocket dimensions, and countless other powers to aid them. Not to mention, they have the strongest energy constructs out of everyone because they are made out of complete willpower. Green Lanterns are probably the best because they are the home to Space Jesus Kyle Rayner. That's right, it's basically Jesus, but in space. Okay, that was a bad joke. Okay, anyways, on to the next one. It's the Lantern Corps that has the Flash a part of it. The Blue Lanterns have no offensive capabilities of their own, but instead can allow Green Lanterns and other lanterns to experience vastly heightened power level and instill in their comrades the hope needed to attain victory. The Blue Lantern Corps grows slowly because only one person per sector is allowed in. The latest member chooses the next member. Considering there are 3,600 sectors, this could take a while. All I can say for you, Barry, is
Run, Barry, run!
some of their powers are blue energy blasts, force fields, hope-based constructs, energy absorption. A lot of their special abilities aren't helpful to themselves, but helpful to other cores in general. They are able to amp any type of lantern just by being in close proximity to them. They also act as a battery to other rings and can re-energize and strengthen the wearer's rings. Indigo is another type of lantern, the color of compassion. That's almost all that we know about those who wield the indigo light. Just like the color indigo itself, the Corps has been forgotten and is a forgotten faction. The Indigo Tribe is led by a woman named Indigo. I say tribe rather than Corps because it's closer to what they are. A lot about them is unknown to the DC universe, but some of their powers have been revealed through their appearances. Seeing as they are shrouded in mystery, their power and potential isn't fully known. We know that they can emulate all of the other lanterns, assuming that they are close in proximity to those specific lanterns. Their powers, they can create energy blast, flight, wormholes, inability to be traced, cellular regeneration, exorcism, and energy constructs, although they're very weak because they have to emulate them. The Star Sapphire Corps has appeared quite a lot over the years, and thus far it has been mainly female-orientated. They basically use violet light in the form of love to change the hearts of the universe. The Zamarons are also recruiting from less reputable places, as they have begun using the emotional energy of the violet light to reform several female supervillains. Just like the rest, they have energy constructs, but these ones are love-based. But they also have crystals that can be used to power people with love, as one would expect when talking about, basically, the Love Corps. Time for the scary stuff. The Black Lanterns. The black light flows forth from the Black Lantern power battery, formed from the husk of the Anti-Monitor, after the events of the Sinestro Corps War. Black Lanterns are composed of reanimated bodies of former heroes, villains, and even normal people from across the universe. Powered by the corpse of the Anti-Monitor. Black is the lack of color. The other cores are very much alive, but as the color black suggests, the Black Lantern Corps is very much dead. The Black Lanterns make death-based constructs. When they come across dead corpses, a Black Lantern ring can reanimate the dead corpse. That person would have all of their memories and super abilities, assuming they had any. Sure, resurrection is cool, but not so cool when you realize you no longer have a soul. They're literally just designed to destroy the living, and you know fully well that they are going to fulfill that goal. We talked about death. Now let's talk about life, aka the White Lanterns. The White Lantern Corps was formed by Hal Jordan when merging with the Entity to combat Nekron and his Black Lantern Corps. At the end of Blackest Night, they ended the terrors of Blackest Night by bringing Black Hand back to life. The White Lanterns possess all the powers of the spectrum. Continuing our art lesson with the one and only Jeremy, black is the absence of color. What is white? That's right. White is all of the colors except black combined. So, what does that mean? If you said that all of the other lantern powers are combined, you would in fact be correct. Not only all of those added bonuses, but they can literally create life-based constructs. The constructs are made out of white energy, which is a tangible form of pure life. Their one enemy is death. So obviously there's going to be a rivalry between the Black Lanterns and the White Lanterns. So, that's all the lanterns, and all the lantern cores. So, what else could there be? Guess what? What if I told you there was one more that many people don't know about? It's not a lantern core, but it is a lantern ring. Approximately 6 billion years ago, Rami, the inventor, created the Phantom Ring. But due to the disapproval of the rest of the Guardians of the Universe, Rami was excommunicated from the Guardians and sent into exile for the next couple billion years, taking the Phantom Ring with him. Its creation came as a result of studying into the emotional spectrum in order to harness its powers. A facet of its design was that it could access any form of emotion in the spectrum and had open access for any wielder to utilize it, instead of a select number. However, it had one critical flaw within it, as it caused the user to cycle through various emotions based on their own feelings, causing them to become unstable. Alright, that sums up the video. Hey guys, it's me, Jeremy from Legacy Comics. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe and share the video with your friends. Also, if you can turn on that notification bell, you'll be notified every single time I upload a video. This is Jeremy from Legacy Comics, signing out. See ya!